Fricassee fried my ass on that Kendrick Meet the Grams.
Boy.
Woo! I appreciate the participation though, man. I'm glad I can. I'm like Drake now. Glad I can motivate y'all motherfuckers to actually comment and shit.
Good kid, Mad City Band. I'll pop. Let's let the door slide. It's a fucking war cry.
Yeah.
We back at it though, baby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we took some shrapnel. We took some hits and
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
telling you,
we
boy.
appreciate it though, man.
But it's all love though, man.
It's okay.
It's all love.
I told y'all on Instagram to take deep breaths. Y'all just didn't listen to that shit, huh? Y'all just said, nah, fuck the deep breaths. God
And
damn.
the dislike ratio on that was like crazy before they even watched the whole thing.
Yo, thank you. Listen, guys, that was legendary. The shit that y'all was saying on it, and then, you know, with like the dislike rate, that is the lowest dislike video we have ever had in our lives.
I'm telling you, man.
Yo,
But
man.
most engagement though, so I really appreciate that.
Let me just give y'all some perspective on how epic of a shit on fest that Kendrick Meet the Grams video was. Kill Shot. That's a very controversial video we did, and we got a lot of hate for that video, right? That video has 21,191 comments of hate for the most part, right? And this shit has been out years, since 2018. This has been out, and that's our most disliked, the highest disliked video, right? Fucking Meet the Grams has 18,511 comments in a couple days.
Yeah, dude.
And is definitely, I mean, we are at what, 40% in dislikes? That shit is fucking legendary, man. Thank y'all, man. We really appreciate it.
Man,
that was
dude.
amazing.
But
Yeah.
you know, man,
Wow.
I'm really happy that you guys held our feet to the fire for certain things, because I do think that we dropped the ball on a couple things. I think when we listened to Meet the Grams, number one, it was late, which is no excuse, because they were just bombing and coming out with these songs so quickly. But we didn't kind of focus on what the allegations Kendrick was making enough. I was just so disappointed because I fuck with Kendrick. Just so y'all know, I feel like y'all forget about this shit just because I'm saying something you don't like.
Just Google it, though.
I like Kendrick.
Just go YouTube, Lost in Vegas and Kendrick Lamar. Lost in Vegas, Kendrick. Put it in Google or YouTube, Lost in Vegas, Kendrick Lamar, and just look at the videos we've done. Just go watch them.
I'm telling you, man. And this all started with Like That. I think Like That is the coldest fucking song that I've heard in a long time.
Like That is hard.
That shit is, I still bang that. In the midst of all this bullshit, I still bang that. And Kendrick did his thing on that, which we said, I was like, man, that shit is hard. That started the whole thing. Remember that? Just remember that when you say, oh yeah, y'all must be getting paid by OVO and shit like that.
I wish we was getting paid by OVO.
We was getting paid
Can I jump in, man?
Go ahead.
Kendrick and Drake have never done a motherfucking thing for this channel.
telling
Not
you.
a retweet, not a DM, not even a fucking in conversation mention our name. Nobody has ever looked out for us on any level. We don't give a fuck about none of these dudes.
That's
You know
so
what I mean?
true.
We wish them the best, but I don't give a fuck. They don't hold me down on no life shit. This is only about bar work, just so y'all know.
We're gonna get into Not Like Us. We heard this. I had people in my personal life saying, dude, you gotta hear Not Like Us. So I just couldn't even stay away from the shit. Cause even my personal friends were like, man, that was foul what you said about Kendrick, bruh. I feel some kind of way about that, bruh. So I had to fucking listen to it. And I do like this one. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I do like this one.
We rock with this
gonna
one.
talk
We both
about it.
rock with this one. Let's get to it though. You know, we're gonna go over it. We've heard it, like we said, so we're not gonna title this reaction or anything like that. We'll put something that will indicate that we've heard it. Maybe in fucking parentheses we'll say we've heard this or some shit. I don't know. Let's get into it just to kind of finish up this battle, because it looks like, from what I'm hearing, we haven't heard the Drake joint yet. We've been staying away from that one deliberately, but it looks like you guys were saying that that's Drake, I guess, said it was over and that. I don't know. So I think that this may be ending this whole battle between Kendrick and Drake. So let's go ahead and do Not Like Us, and then we're going to come back and knock out Heart Part 6. Let's get into it. Kendrick, Not Like Us. Psst. I see dead people.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton?
Hey, Howie, this shit about to go off at the
That's
function,
exactly
homie. This shit gonna jump off at the function, homie.
We out here trying to function. We out here trying to function. That's what you're just trying to say. That function.
That's just how they sound.
That shit was
We
hard,
gonna
though.
go out. This shit gonna jump off at the function, homie. No, this shit bangs though, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
like shout out to Mustard on the beat,
Yep.
Soundwave. Who else is on the beat? Sean Momberger, and Kendrick is walking on
Yes,
this.
he is.
On his Bay Area shit. Like, he's walking on this. Let's start that back up. He's walking on this one. Psst. I see dead people.
Put it on that beat, go.
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
That was hard.
There it is.
That was hard.
That's all I asked for.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
That's
go.
all I asked for. That is it. Just give me some kind of double entendre, make some kind of intricate, witty bar that I know you can do, Kendrick. That was hard.
Trying to strike a chord. It was probably A minor. We know that Kendrick has been playing on the pedophilia and all that with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
A minor, music note, chord, there's a play there. Then there's A minor. He's dealing with minors. So that was slick. There's an entendre there.
Yes, it
There
is.
we go. That's
all.
it. That's how you battle. And that's how you play on a narrative that you're trying to establish about someone, right? There's a setup there, right? Pedal shit, and then A minor. That was hot.
Love the beat. Love the style of this, too. Love how he's his flow on this. When you said he's walking on this beat, I totally agree. This sounds like he's in pocket now. You know what I mean? I really, really love this. And this is a good follow-up. I see what you're doing, Kendrick. Good follow-up to Meet the Grams. You didn't let that shit sit long. I wouldn't have either. Yeah, that was a good follow-up. I like this.
Smart move. And on top of that, Family Matters was crazy.
Yeah,
you know
Family
what I'm saying?
Matters was on some other
That shit
shit.
was crazy. So, you had to let me hurry up and get this shit out.
Don't want that momentum to change.
Brilliant strategy right there, Kendrick. All right, man, let's keep it going.
Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga.
Okay.
They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Rest, that's for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping.
I gotta stop it.
Yep.
I gotta stop it. So, throughout this entire exchange, and I don't want to jump off I just don't want to, because isn't it love right now? There's a lot of love with us and Kendrick right now. It's very positive, right? Very positive, showing him love, gave him a little A minor credit, right? And saying he's walking on the beat. Let's just go ahead and review.
Thank you for saying that.
He's walking on the beat.
Before you say anything negative,
fly.
please.
Crushing it beat wise. We like the Ryan has made it clear the beat is important to make sure that you can get into the groove of things. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, so beat is hot. Kendrick's walking on the song. A minor bar was hard. Everybody good? Now, I do have something to say about Kendrick though, and this is in literally every diss I feel like I've heard from Kendrick in this. There's a drought in bars. He has these long periods of time where he just doesn't say anything that hits. Even though we rocking out, let me strip the beat away and only focus on the diss. Up until the A minor bar, I didn't hear anything from Kendrick. Up until there, I didn't hear anything that was hard hitting.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
No, that's not.
You don't like that one?
That's just you saying he's a certified lover boy. That's not clever. That's just you calling him a pedophile. That's like Meet the
Funny
Grams.
though.
That's Meet the Grams all over again. It's
funny.
It's silly. It is
Yeah,
silly.
he's so silly.
It is silly.
One line I want to touch on, man, is how many options you really got. I mean, it's too many options. But I'm finna pass on a body like John Stockton. I think that's a retaliatory statement to when Drake said in Family Matters, like, dude, you don't rep no set. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you're going to get disciplined, DP'd. I think that's a retaliatory statement to that, right? Like, dude, I got how many ops I really got? Dude, I got too many options. So I'm gonna pass on the ball. I'm not gonna murder you. You know what I'm saying? Is the way I'm taking that. You know what I'm saying? Like John Stockton, because John Stockton played for Utah Jazz with Karl Malone, and he, I think he still leads the league in assists to this day. So I think what he means by that is the rebuttal to Drake's statement. And we all know that obviously John Stockton played for Utah, but I read somewhere that someone was saying that this also means that Karl Malone was known for marrying a 13-year-old, and he's trying to play. Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
And he's playing on the fact that Drake is a supposedly a pedophile, right? And he's playing on that. Well, and that was a bar because he said John Stockton. He's correlating to Karl Malone shit. I don't believe that's what that means.
But again, go ahead.
But hold on, let me say this, because the reason why I don't believe that, because there's no Karl Malone in the scheme. Right? Now, if he would have wrapped the whole Utah Karl Malone scheme in there and said, and we all know what Karl Malone was famous for, then I'll be like, oh, okay, then I can make that correlation.
He has to rap it. You guys are rapping for him. He has to put the pieces in there to make it make sense. You can't make it make sense for him. All right, cool. Let's get back to it.
I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes. Or over your foe. The other vaginal option. They see. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow like he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. I put the roll on me. I'ma get them dropped. It's reaching music and I won't pass the ox. How many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. City is back up. It's a must. We outside. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You called Future when you didn't see the club. What, little baby help you get your lingo up? What, 21 get your 4th street cred? Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. What, Quavo said you can be from Northside. What, 2 Chainz say you good but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Say OV ho. Say OV ho. Then step this way. Step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Freaky ass nigga. How you gonna know the girl man a freaky ass nigga?
You talk about girls.
Yeah, I never heard that. Yo, LA, I gotta give that to you, LA. Y'all got y'all own. LA is his own world with y'all slang.
Flavor,
y'all
boy.
whooping feet, calling other men freaky ass dudes. I gotta give it to y'all, man.
Love the beat, man. The beat was banging. I'm gonna bang that later.
Playlist for me.
Yeah, it's got a nice little bounce to it.
Playlist.
Love the way he sounded on this. This is the first time in this battle he sounded comfortable. Outside of like that and Euphoria. I think Euphoria was his best diss up until this point. I thought that was his best diss, and I thought that was okay. But I really like this as a body of work, because I think the beat is cool. I think he skated on that. You said he was in pocket. I really believe that, George. He was really flowing on it, especially from the owl line, you know, bird nigga, bird bitches, you know what I'm saying? And dudes ain't dumb and shit. He's all, what'd he say? You Malibu most wanted. You know, he was just in a fucking crazy groove. Go, you a ball boy, go get some Gatorade. He was just like, he was just skating on this motherfucker really smoothly.
Yes.
I don't think it was really very intricate with the bars, but I loved how he was just, okay, let's just talk our shit on a West Coast beat and just kind of get crazy. What does OVO stand for? Other vaginal option, pussy. I thought that was a funny line, at least. You know, he's like, fuck it. You know, I'm just going to go for the fucking jugular. The OVO line, I thought when I heard it, because I was going to talk about this, you know, because I heard this before we recorded it. But I thought he meant, when he said OVO, other vaginal option, pussy, I thought he was trying to make a connection with a woman's ovaries. You know, that's what I thought. And I was like, oh, when I heard it the first time, I was like, oh, that was hard. Because he's making the double entendre of a woman having ovaries, and Drake is a pussy, and his record label is OVO. I thought.
OVO.
Right, that's what I thought.
Maybe, though.
Now
it's kind of a stretch, but maybe.
But I'm looking at it now, it doesn't connect. It doesn't connect the way he said it. So I don't know if that's what he meant.
It was just like other vaginal options. I'm taking it at face value.
Right,
OVO.
but that hands-on line with the nail polish, you know, and the Wayne, I thought that was pretty fucking slick, dude. I thought that was slick. You know what I'm saying? I might write this doctorate, tell the pop star quit hiding, fuck captions, want action, no accidents, I'm hands-on. He fucked around and get polished.
There we go.
That was hard, right?
There we go.
That was hard.
You know, Drake has the whole, he wears nail polish. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm connecting that as well. He'll hands-on. I'm the one putting the work in, right? You know what I'm saying? He fuck around and get polished, get wiped off, get whatever you want to say with that. But
but it's slick. Double entendre. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna basically take care of you, whether it be lyrically or on some other shit. But polishes. He's wearing the nail polish as well, which is, you know, not I don't want
not masculine.
Yeah, there we go. Thank
it's
you.
Not masculine.
Because I don't want to make
it's
another.
Just not masculine.
I don't want to make another battered wife, you know, comment. Which obviously I don't condone violence, guys, or that shit. You know, I know some of y'all got up, so I'm gonna take the L on that again. I apologize. I was just making a joke that he just sounds like just sounded soft in that particular moment. He sounded like a female that was broken, like their heart was broken. Is that better? Like a female that was like, oh, you know, you're a mass manipulator, you're a narcissist. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like someone that, a woman that's very, very sad. Fucked on Wayne's girl while he was in jail. That's conniving. Then to get a face tat like a bitch apologizing.
Hard.
That was hard.
I like
right?
that line.
That was hard. That was a hard fucking
And that's
line.
true, by the way. I remember that. I remember when Lil Wayne said that in an interview. Like, he was joking around with what he said it, but I wouldn't even be bringing that shit up even period if it was, you know, something that didn't really bother me just a little bit. So I could tell that kind of fucked with Wayne a little bit. So that lands to me. Lil Wayne's supposed to be Drake's mentor, his hero, right? So you're sleeping with a girl now, even if it wasn't his girl like that, clearly it was a girl that he was dealing with. For him to even say some shit like that, for Lil Wayne to say he fucked my girl or something like that, that was a girl that he was probably taking a little bit more serious, right? So for you to then sleep with your mentor's girl while he was in jail, and then the whole tat his face on your arm, so he was your mentor enough, he was somebody you looked up to enough that you would tat his face on you, but you would fuck some chick that you knew that he had, you know, a real situation with, or somewhat like serious situation with. Now maybe he didn't know, I don't know, but that just looks really bad, and it's rooted in truth. It's not just allegations being thrown around, and it was just a nice punch there. So I really like that bar for those reasons, man. So I just wanted to like lean into that. That was dope.
I love that. You know what I mean? From the hands-on, you get polished, to the Lil Wayne line. That's what you do.
A minor, like that bar.
Yeah.
Hands-on, get polished, like that line. And then I like the Lil Wayne shit. So we got three that I think really hit right now.
Your homeboy needs subpoenas. Predators moving flocks. The name got to be registered in a place on a neighborhood. What? And then the cover of Not Like Us, it looks like the sex offender shit. When you go on the fucking website, it's got all these sex offenders, and that looks like that's Drake's house, right? It's supposed to have like fucking, it's busting out the seams of sex offenders in the damn house, right? And then he finished that scheme with, I'ma lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yes, all eyes on me, and I'll send it up the box. So when he did that, I was in a crazy bounce. Overall, I like this much, much better.
Yes.
Manny, you was right, my man. Manny was on my ass. Like,
shout out to Manny.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you got to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's over after this. I think Drake ain't going to say shit after this. And I was like, yeah, you out of your goddamn mind. But But I do like this. He got
man.
busy.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I don't know if I heard a Bay dude rap this well on a beat like this. Like, this is like the Bay Area bounce to me.
Yeah,
I think he's done it better or just as good as the best Bay Bay dude up there. Like, I heard them dudes, you know, I know who some of them dudes is, but I don't know if they did the Bay Area flow as good as Kendrick, and he ain't even from the Bay. Okay, so verse 4, he goes into, the play is that Drake is a colonizer, right? He ended it by saying he's a colonizer, then he used Atlanta as the mecca for, you know, building railroads and this and that, and the settlers were there, and they were using the town folk to make them richer, right?
Yep.
Same thing that he's saying that Drake did with Atlanta rappers. You caught Future when you didn't see the club, right? So Future made your shit hot in the club. Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up. You know, 21 gave you false street cred. Thug made you feel like you a slime in your head, right? 2 Chainz said you good, but he lied. You know what I'm saying? So you run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague. You a fucking colonizer. You're not a colleague of theirs, man. You just stealing swag.
Yep.
And you're, again, this is the whole play that Kendrick has been using against Drake, right? He's sort of like, kind of like a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? Stealing swag, man. No identity and all this other shit, right? He kind of has been saying that, you know, throughout this battle, but I like how it was a fresh take on what he already said.
Yep.
I'm not opposed to someone using what's already been said, but just make it like creative. So I like that. I do like that.
I want y'all to understand I like Kendrick because in the comments, man, and I know that's not everybody, but it was a lot of people that thought that I just didn't like Kendrick. Like y'all just like Drake and
It's like kind of when you said that I'm kind of biased. Like you made a joke about the bias
I
thing.
did, yeah, I did.
You know what I'm saying? So people were just like, which I get, we get, just so y'all understand.
Yeah, I get it.
You know
but that's why I keep bringing it up because I fuck with Kendrick, man. I like him a lot. That's why I'm so disappointed in Meet the Grams because I liked him. It wouldn't even have been hard. I was almost heartbroken and shit. Like, damn, dude, I don't even want to. I think I said that. I don't even want to shit on him like that because I like Kendrick.
Yeah, and what I love about this, Ryan, is it incorporated everything that we love about Kendrick. It was still creative once upon a time, right? So he starts it kind of like a story, right? Bear with me. Thank you for saying bear with me, right? Because it tells me that, oh, you're going to get to something and it's going to hopefully hit, right? So he gives you what he always gives you with this creative sort of approach. And once upon a time, there was a story. And then he ties in, you know, how the seller or the town folk was sort of taken advantage of and their resources were stolen, essentially, right? And then he ties it into how Drake sort of is a colonizer, right? Someone from another land comes and then invades another land and takes from that land, right? That was still Kendrick giving us him while still incorporating a punch of something landing at the end, and it was clear. It wasn't like, well, I think he meant this, and then I'm gonna make up shit to try to make it make sense because Kendrick didn't do enough writing in it to make it connect and make it make sense. He connected it, made sense, and it punched. That's it.
But I gotta touch the freaky ass nigga. You a 69 god, 69 god. I gotta touch on that, man, because he could be talking about a few different things.
That
you
shit
know,
is so funny.
It's funny to me, and 69 is a sexual position, guys. You know, and if I'm honest, you know, I don't think that's that bad. I kind of like that position too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that as like scathing to me. I feel like, okay, yeah, I do that shit.
But there's an undertone, right?
But he could be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine too. You know what I mean? Because I think he had like sex related crimes when he fucking snitched on everybody and you know all that shit.
Yeah, there's two different things. He was snitching, and he also I think had some sort of some legal issue with dealing with minors. So he could be referencing Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, and I know,
and it's also in light, Ryan, of Drake being a pedophiliac, right? So freaky ass dude, you want some freaky? Y'all sitting there and having in your little mansion with all the sex offender dots and shit like that. You guys are into some weird shit dealing with underage women. So I think it's all sort of tied in. That's what that I feel like is referencing.
I think so too. He kind of incorporated that into a club kind of banger.
Say OV-ho.
Yeah, and then OV-ho, you know, all that shit. So he kind of just got that whole bop going, man. So I think this was a W overall.
This is a good one.
I like this, man. I like this a lot. Even though you guys were so immersed in what Kendrick was saying on Meet the Grams, like he was calling Drake a pedophile, he was calling him a rapist and all this other shit. You were like, oh my God, he called him a rapist, and that was good to you as a battle. We probably should have mentioned that, and I'm gonna take the L on that. We probably should have said, hey man, you know, if that's true about Drake, that's some fucked up shit. We probably should have at least acknowledged that. So I apologize on that.
Can I jump in, Ryan?
Yeah.
if that's true about Drake, he's got more problems to worry about than a damn rap battle. We ain't doing no reactions to Drake anymore.
Exactly.
Just so y'all know.
Exactly.
That's outrageous. There's a reason why we don't do R. Kelly on this channel.
That's true.
And we love R. Kelly's music. Was raised
I'm telling you.
on R. Kelly's music. So you have never seen an R. Kelly reaction on this channel, and you never will see
that. Yep.
an R. Kelly reaction on this channel. So we don't play with that type of shit. So if he did that, yeah, it's a rap.
It's a wrap. But again, I think everybody was focusing on the allegations of what Kendrick said as opposed to how he said it. It just wasn't written well to me. When I'm reading it, it was just a conversation, a vent fest. It almost came off like I'm gonna snitch on this nigga. I'm gonna tell all the shit this nigga's doing. That's what it came off like.
He just
That's not
Kendrick is
rapping.
trying. No, he's trying to ruin Drake's life.
Right,
He's like,
right.
fuck the battle. Fuck this battle shit.
Right.
I don't want you to be able to make another record again. That's Kendrick's goal, and I think people love that. And I think people love that because I feel like people have preconceived ideas of what they think Drake is and what he's about, and Kendrick is like sort of touching on those.
Yeah.
So it's just no matter what Kendrick writes, it's just like, yes, get him out of here. Yes, I've seen him with strippers, and I've seen him. Yes, finally someone is saying it, right? Yeah. Versus like, are the bars constructed well or not? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Are we rapping or are we having, interviews and exposés about what Drake has done behind the scenes? What are we doing?
There we go.
I want to start off by saying I like this. I think as a song, it's hot. As a diss, I think it's solid. I think it's solid to good. Like, I like this. You know what I'm saying? But as a song, this one not. So it's playlist for me. I want to get into the diss now, right? Since this is a rap battle, war of words between Drake and Kendrick, let's get into the diss. I said earlier that I think Kendrick goes on these long droughts without lyricism. So let's start from verse 3. He started with the whole, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop. I think the Oakland show is gonna be your last stop. That's cool. He's referencing Drake using the AI with Tupac's voice, and a lot of people on the West Coast didn't like that. So he's saying, if you go to that was disrespectful. You go to Oakland, that's it for you. Right? Got it. Still don't think that's a hard-hitting bar, but I get what he's doing, right? Did co-file, don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl, bird dudes and bird women, right? I get that. Again, it's just name calling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's hot. The audience is not dumb. Shape the stories, So I'm looking here. Rabbit hole still deep. I could go further. He referenced the Malibu Most Wanted. I don't think that's clever. You a ball boy, fetch Gatorade or something. Not clever since 09. OVO, other vaginal option. That's funny, but I don't really think that hits like that. Better straighten their posture. Let's see. I'm looking. Quit hiding fucking caption, one action, no accident, I'm hands-on. He fuck around. Okay, now there we go.
Yep.
So we are in the third verse. The whole damn near half the third verse is nothing but just filler words to me. Am I tripping?
I hear you.
And I felt the same way about Euphoria. And then he hits you with, I'm hands-on, he fuck around and get polished. So that's a slight to Drake, and he's also saying he's hands-on, he can get touched, he can get up out of here, right? Lyrically, but we know it's lyrically. So that was the first bar I heard for a very, very long time, right? And then he started heating up, mess with Wayne's girl when he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing, right?
Yep.
I think he did apologize. I think Drake did apologize or something like that. And he got Wayne's face tatted on him.
Yep.
And he did smash the chick that Wayne was messing with, that Wayne admitted it, right? Then he then he brings up D Rose, Alondra Brown, since talks about Serena, Drake dated Serena Williams a while ago, right? And your homeboy needs to subpoena that predator moves and flocks. He's talking about his man that name got to be registered or something. So he's accusing Drake of hanging with someone who's a sex offender, right? Placed on the neighborhood watch. And then the rest of it is really just the flow that carried it to me, right?
Yes, the flow. Yep.
Right there, like I lean on you dudes like another wild wild. Hey, yeah, it's all eyes on me. I'ma send it up the pot. Hey, right? Like that was hot. The way he said it. Put the wrong label on me. I'ma get him dropped. Hey, sweet chin music. Remember that? Sweet chin music. Who was that? Shawn Michaels.
I think so.
Wrestling sweet chin music. Sweet chin music. I won't pass the ox. Hey, right? All that's hot in terms of how he said it, but there really isn't any bars. So I'm left with saying, drought. Hands on, get polished. Lil Wayne joint, and drought again. And then he brought it home really well in verse 4, right? After that, it was basically him just bringing home the fact that Drake's a colonizer, and then he gives his why, right? Drake takes, we've already talked about this, right? Drake takes swag and Black American culture and then, colonizes it and all this other stuff. That there's a rebuttal to that, but that I can feel. I feel like
that's the point that he's making.
But that's the point he's making. And I think but things could be said about that. But the bottom line is, you got to play on narratives. You got to play on what it looks like. And I thought he did a good job with that. He loses a little bit of loses some points because again he's kind of talked about this before, but he made it fresh this time, which I appreciate. That lands to me. So I think that's 4 joints that really landed. Colonizer joint, Hands On, the Lil Wayne shit, and then the A minor shit. I think I got 4 joints in here that hit in here, and I think the flow was great. If that counts to you, the flow was there, the beat was hot. If that counts to you, so it's a success. I think this is a solid diss. This is pretty much. I got to think about how this stacks up against Euphoria. I think Euphoria was probably a more overall dynamic performance from him, and that AI shit is the best shit he's probably spit.
Yeah,
in
that
this
AI line.
in this entire battle to me. But yeah, this was a W for Kendrick in my opinion. I do want to make a point here, man, and this is not to diminish what Kendrick did on this track. I think that this was solid, and I just wish he would have been like this the entire battle, in terms of just the way he constructed his bars. But I do want you guys to understand again, just trying to drive home even a little bit more, because we're trying to drive it home, where we are coming from. When I say that I feel like Drake is just a better battle rapper than Kendrick, because that's what I'm saying right now, I mean that when you listen to Push-Ups, and I'm going to play a little bit of Push-Ups, right? We're going to go back down that road. Drake really didn't wait. There aren't really many droughts, man, in Push-Ups. I mean, it's just, and I know that Push-Ups wasn't directed to Kendrick individually. We're not saying, I'm just talking about in general, it as a diss track. Drake does not waste many bars. There aren't long periods of time where you're not catching something that's, ooh, that was slick, right? Yep. And it makes me feel like he's just naturally a better battle rapper than Kendrick. Okay? All right?
And we ain't even talking about, he ain't took no beats off. No beats off.
Hey, I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker, y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on? This the part with the bike, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. This top told you drop and give me 50 like a push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit.
The man is not taking no bars off, in my opinion.
It's too much.
Bow, 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 right? Like, it's no drought, and okay, that was cool. I'm not being fooled by the flow, which Kendrick was doing very well on Not Like Us, right? He was crushing, but I'm not fooled by that. I'm looking at, what are you saying? Well, I'm still jamming out, but what are you actually saying? But it's just non-stop. We can keep going, but we're going to leave it there because I just wanted you to get my point. That whole joint.
And he was directly coming back at what was put out. I can never be someone's #1 fan, because that's what he said, right?
Future said that on his album.
And I'm the hit maker that y'all depend on. Because I put your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. So I'm the hit maker. Y'all ain't making hits without me. You know what I'm saying?
Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't take no chain off. So he's referencing when Kendrick said, 2 T's with me, I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. If it wasn't Kendrick and it wasn't Drake, that line hits and it's funny to people. How the fuck are you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? Talking about Kendrick, that's just a funny line, and it's clever and it punches, right? So I'm not looking at this track only about Kendrick. I'm looking at this just like, this motherfucker just knows how to battle rap.
Yes.
Because it's not a wasted fucking bar. When I look at Euphoria, I look at drought, setup, nothing, and then maybe a slight, pretty good punch, and then finally he says something. Then when I look at Not Like Us, this is a big improvement from Meet the Grands, but it's like, okay, cool. A minor, finally, okay, and then cool. Lil Wayne and Nail Polish, right? So that's the difference to me. I want y'all to understand that. When I say I think Drake is just better at this shit, is because that man naturally just knows how to put bars together that hit constantly. And that's what's happened in this battle to me. I just wanted to make the point that Drake it just seems more effortless for him to put together clever, witty bars that just hit back to back to back to back. He doesn't have word salad or any really much filler at all when he's coming at someone. It just seems like everything is efficient and hits the opponent. So in general, I feel like Drake is just on a different level in terms of how it just battle rap. Shout out to Kendrick on this one. I enjoyed this one. This is a W for Kendrick.
Yeah.
I thought he did his thing.
I
It's
like
right
that
in line.
much better.
Right in line with
Much
Euphoria.
better.
And I think I like it better than Euphoria in general.
Yeah.
In terms of the song, I'm never playing Euphoria. I'm just not playing that. I don't like that. But I will be playing this. So shout out to Kendrick on that. I'm interested to see, you know, what Drake has to say.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? You know, we've been waiting all day for this because we've heard this, like we said. We've been waiting all day to get to this Drake shit.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
stay tuned for that. We about to record it right now. That's it. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button and all that as well. And follow us on our Instagram, DEAF2 Radio. Don't follow us to hate though. A couple of y'all followed us to our Instagram.
Yeah.
Man, y'all bitch ass motherfuckers and shit. Y'all hating ass Drake Glazers and all that. No, if you fuck with
love
us,
that
if
shit,
you
though.
actually like Lost in Vegas, follow us on our Instagram, DEAF2 Radio.
I've been
Follow
waiting
us.
for the smoke too in my personal life too. I've
Oh,
been waiting. I've been waiting just in case a motherfucker come up to me talking shit.
Yeah. No, they know not to run up, get down up, run up, get down up. Now I went back and forth with some people on. Now I'm gonna extend the video. I went back and forth with a few people on our Instagram, and I was just trying to take people's temperature, baby. You know, and nobody can refute that the whole writing thing. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it's dark. It's menacing. It's the atmosphere
Yep,
that Kendrick created. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Atmosphere, dark, menacing, excellent. It was like an expose of Drake. Yeah, absolutely. Now, did he write well? Were the bars crafted? Whoa! Again,
not-
it's very menacing and artistic vision. Okay, in
But he
other
recorded
words,
the whole thing in an A minor though.
it's an A minor.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
The whole thing was recorded in A minor. Meet the Grams.
Oh okay.
And then he brought that back home. You know, so it's just too it's too dense, man. 95%.
Not the lyricism.
95% of people can't get Kendrick's lyrics, and I'm just one of the 95%, man.
The lyricism is not, you can't even refute it. Take Kendrick out of it, put that shit on a piece of paper and read it. It is just not written well.
Yeah,
That's just not written well. I give him the
Hell
third
no.
verse he started cooking though. The third verse, I like how he brought that home. I'll give him that. You lied when you said this. You lied. But even that to me was more performed.
Yes.
He performed it well. It wasn't like that was written well. So, nah, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. But shout out to everybody that, you know, I talked to on it. I appreciate everybody that I was kind of having conversations with on Instagram. Shout out to my man, Influence Rock. Shout out to him. He followed us. He told me to shout him out. Influence Rock, I believe, man. Shout out to you, bro. He was just like, yeah, y'all need to get to this. He was like, y'all need to get to this hard part 6, man, because these motherfuckers is bugging.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He was like, Drake is that dude. So he's saying that Drake shit is hot. So
Yep.
shout out to Influence Rock, man. Again, check us out on Instagram, DEAF2 Radio and Instagram, and that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.